Okay, so right here our image in Photoshop. Few things I want to modify, and this is a low resolution. So usually we'll go high resolution, but again, this is just to show you techniques what we can do. You can see right here clouds, we have it grainy, so I want to smooth those clouds. We can do this by creating a new layer and going to filter, noise, dust and scratches. As dust and scratches happen, we'll go level, and we reduce level to about when we can see clouds but not noise. So in this resolution, probably 2 will work very good. Let's go click OK. We'll add mask. Let's invert this mask so it's hide for us the changes or that layer we applied. And now we're kind of ready to paint in some of those elements. So for this, I'm using soft round brush, and we'll use it white color and set 10% opacity. So you can see when I start painting, smoothness applied, and we remove some grain. So this is a kind of recommendation. If you have it with Vue to remove this grain on the time of the render, it takes significantly increased time for you to render. If you could do this in post work, it will save a little bit time. So that's what we do. We just add a little bit saving on time by removing that grain. If you need it, you can also remove some little bit grain around here, whatever is fog. Okay, so we're done with this one. Let's go create new layer by combining all of them. And we can do this by pressing Ctrl-Alt-Shift-E or Command-Option-Alt-E on a Mac. So we'll create new layer, and we'll go with this layer to create filter. Let's go to stylize, and we'll go to oil painting. So you can see in oil painting, we'll go stylization 10, clearness 10. We don't really worry about scale to 0. And bristle details, we can add a little bit more. So it will create, you can see kind of more shadowing versus less, but I think let's go down a little bit on the bristle to 0. And we'll go ahead, click OK. Depend on the resolution, you have smaller or bigger brushes. Currently, this is quite a large size of the brushes, so let's maybe modify a little bit. Okay, same we'll go to create the new layer and masking, Ctrl-I mask out, and we'll use the same soft brush to brush the elements. So let's see what's happening when we brush. You can see we just start adding a little bit of those lines. I don't necessarily like to add them on a front, but on the leaves they make clean up slightly. They add this effect of the brushing. Okay, not too hard. Again, this works a little bit better if we have it higher resolution, but again, we can work with this. Next things, what I want to do to add more painting effect to this, it is probably some line of the strokes. As well, we can do with a little bit color applying and add a little bit glowing to magic. So let's go again, create new layer. And let's call this glow. I'll go to filter, blur. We're going to Gaussian blur on this. Too high, so just around with kind of smoothness up here. And we can switch this to several. You can see in a soft light it's already bring us kind of interesting magic. In a screen it will bring some elements. Lighting will have it just on the elements applied, so we can go through all these different settings, see which one is work best. For now I just want to use it soft light. It does increase saturation on this, so what we want to do is click and create new black and white, and parent. You can see by holding Alt or Option key, move your mouse and it's come up parent, so we can parenting this black and white to our glow effect. Again, before and after. And this way we can kind of control our saturation as well. We also can effect what kind of glowing we wanted. For example, We can add a little bit more to the red and yellow maybe. Okay, here's green, we can also pop up. Let's go blue, a little bit darker. So you can see we can modify effect on this. Okay, with our black and white. As well, we can take our glow and overall work a little bit on the intensity. We bring around this area. Okay, so now we're done. We'll create again a new layer. And for this one, actually, I'm going to use third party. You don't necessarily need to do this, but I do recommend getting Filter Forge if you have the ability for this, because it's a very nice plugin. And we'll go in the settings and actually, because its picture is much smaller, we'll set about 300 on the pixel size. So we should have it a little bit better on the brushing. Okay, let's go ahead and click apply. Okay, and you can see we have quite a bit mess right now, but it's okay because we are going to use different elements. We can use like soft light for creating this. We also can just use luminosity and add brush stroke, and it's depend what you're going after. In some cases, actually normal may work good because we do have some coloring going through this. Okay, let's look now what we can do. We can decrease, so we can preview some elements like right around this area. Let's create a new layer, new mask, sorry, and we'll say be sure it's a black mask. And next we can use our brush to brush in white brush where we want those effects appear. And usually I'm doing this on the corners and maybe on the sky, so we'll have it more interesting details. Maybe a little bit up front. Just add effect of the brush strokes. Some are amazingness, so create this attention to the center. Okay, mostly on the sides, it's where we'll add a little bit more of the strokes, maybe a little bit, just fused on the middle. Okay, so we have it before and after. Just add this kind of stroke painting effect to our scenery. Okay, let's go ahead. Next, we'll do curves with with adjustments, and those adjustments can be color correction or not even correction, more as a theming. So for example, we'll take blue and a cold, take middle, get down, so we'll have this kind of cold warm preview. We'll go with red, and we can have it a little bit or red going or cyanish. So if we want to fall, we probably want to go red a little bit and restore our line. So it's one deep down to cyan on the middle, like right here. And you can see we have it, just add a little bit more fall look-alike coloring to this. And let's go next, creating one more curve, and we'll switch this to luminosity. And we can also just add, actually luminosity, not color, there you go. Okay, and we can also just add, if we want deeper shadows. So for example, if I want, we can add more contrast this way, but I don't think contrast will work. So overall, what I want to do is just take my shadows, bring them just a little bit up, add this haziness. Okay, could just a little bit restoring here. And let's look, maybe flatten. No, we don't want to flatten. Let's bring just slightly contrast up, like right there. Okay, so again, this is just add a little bit haziness to our overall view. We could add additional textures and elements as well. We can add, increase that kind of brush stroke. So let's create new one. Layer from combining all of them, and we'll go to image, adjustment, black and white, and then black and white I want to bring some green, reds out, yellows. Okay. Let's see on the blues darker. I think that will look good. Let's go click OK, and let's go to image, adjustment, shadow highlights. We'll set about 11 on both of them. We'll take 100% highlights and shadows, and we'll take tone this a little bit down. Take this one a little bit maybe brighter, and our mid-tones, yeah, we'll just flatten them a little bit as well. Okay, maybe, let's go with 5 pixels because our image is too small. We'll click OK, switch to soft light, and you can see how much it's increased some of those shadowing. We don't need that heavy, but we'll add just a little bit. Let's restore our coloring. Okay, so right here we have it, our modification. And here the image was before and after. So overall, I do like more illustration type, so I created as illustration in this case and applied effect as a painting or other elements again. And this is a correct size was. So other ones was a little bit too pixelized because definitely not big size. Okay, so right here is our image that we created inside the Vue and retouching a little bit inside the Photoshop. Thank you for watching these tutorials, and please remember you can always follow up on YouTube or on the Patreon to receive notifications and free new tutorials. Thank you.